How do you do that? Try it. We need to empty all of our fear and our doubt, our unkindness that we show others, all the things that we do that's not to our greater good, the way we look at things, the judgments that we go. And in this world today, it's very easy to get sucked into the negative, isn't it? And so what Krishnamurti tells us is that we need to empty our mind of that stuff. And it is only by emptying our mind that we can actually do what? That we can actually experience the eternal speaking, talking, and doing from the inside out. We've got to do it. There's a story that I like to talk about that kind of exemplifies this. 69-year-old guy. He has a small restaurant, and all of a sudden, the government puts in a new freeway. And the guy's 69 years old, and he's put out of business. He had to close it down. And this man immediately, and what is the outcome? The immediate say, the darn government is doing me in, right? The negative stuff that comes in, that these people are against me. And he started going a little bit negative, but he decided, no, I don't need to go there. He said, I'm going to pray because, you know, I may be 69 years old, but I'm not dead yet. And I've got a lot that I can offer. He says, so I'm going to do some prayer work, and I'm going to ask this divine, the Oakland Center, he didn't say that, to express into me some ideas. Have the eternal speaking, the eternal hearing, the eternal doing manifest in my life. And what did he do? He came up with the idea of starting a new profession. And his new profession was this. He was going to create a way to cook chicken. I gave it away. He was going to create a way to cook chicken that everybody will want and love. So what does he do? He spends a few months creating this idea, this formula, that's going to be a fried chicken. And he got into his old Volkswagen, and all he had was his Volkswagen and his Social Security check. That's all he had. And he started traveling from one town to the next, putting on an example and showing his new formula to people. And this is how Kentucky Fried Chicken was born. A multi-billion-dollar industry from just a man who decided to, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to develop a consciousness of openness, and I'm going to allow that spiritual entity, the hearing and the speaking and the doing, the eternal process to come into my life. And 2 years after being on the road, I don't know if people know about this, 2 years after traveling and being on the road, what did he do? He sold his formula for $2 million and a lifetime pension. This is what we are looking at this year. And we're going to look at, we can actually create within ourselves the idea that we can have, a health-driven experience, an abundant-driven experience, a harmonious-driven experience, if we can just do those few things that the mystics tell us. We need to actually stand still in those thinking of self and the willing of self. We need to have the intellect and the will be quiet. We need to wing up the soul itself so that it's above the circumstance that's going on, and allow the spiritual entity to come into our life to actually provide us with the hearing, the speaking, and the doing of the eternal. And say with me loud and clear.
So
it is. I'm done.